Hi children. So we have been seeing this active voice and passive voice and different types of sentences involved in the changes. In this video, now we are going to see the other important parts like two objects in a active and passive. When two objects come, how we have to change or which is object we have to select. First, as usual, mark subject, verb and object. You see here, it's actually IODO, isn't it? But we consider it as object. We can take either of this one, either me or book. Let us take the first one. Me is changed into I. What is tense here? Past tense. So, was or were plus V3. I was given a book. We have to use the object here, that's all. And then use by. After that, the subject comes to object place. I was given a book by Kavin. The same sentence can be changed into the other way. That is, the book can serve as the subject. A book, verb the same. A book was given to me. Okay, what we are introducing here? Given to, the preposition, to introduce the other object. To me by Kavin. I hope it is easy. Another example with the two objects. My dad gifted me a laptop. Here my dad subject, gifted verb. Here this is IO and this is T. So let us take me first. Can you see the answer? Yes. Me is changed into I. Gifted ED. It's in past tense. So was or were. So I was gifted a laptop by my dad. So now let us take the direct object, a laptop. Laptop, same verb, isn't it? Past. My laptop was gifted. We have to introduce the preposition to. When we use in that object, we have to introduce this to. A laptop was given to me by my dad. I think this examples will do. It's very easy one. So here comes the next model. Verb, we know in active and passive, the verb plays a vital role, the change in verb. So such verbs carries a preposition with them. So here, look at this example. Is looking at. So looking at is a verb. Is looking at. At also comes along with this verb. We should not see it separately. Okay. So in that cases, it comes along with the verb. We should not change the place. For example, let us see here. Subject, verb, and this is the object. So the object comes to the place. The picture, what's the verb here? Is looking, present continuous tense. So in passive, am or is or are plus being plus V3. Being plus V3. So the picture, singular. So is. The picture is being looked at. How we have write? At should come along with this verb look. Okay. Looked at by him. He is changed into him. Another example, a very short, simple sentence. So subject, let us change here. Subject, verb, speak to. Me is the object. So me comes front. I. Spoke as past tense. I was spoken to. I was Spoken to, introduce the agent by. He is changed into him. I hope this is easy examples for you. Just we have to remember, when a preposition follows the verb and there is an object, then we should not split it. We have to use along with the verb. Okay. The next example, Ram acted upon my advice. Now we are seeing examples for this verb plus preposition. When a verb is followed by a preposition, how we have to change. We should not omit or change the place of the preposition. For that we have been seeing examples. So Ram acted upon my advice. Okay. Then subject, this is the verb and this is the object. So let us change my advice. So acted upon. So it is in past tense. So my advice was acted upon. It is agent by, and then the subject comes to the object is Ram. Names means we have to use as it is. Okay. I think these examples are little clear. Dear children, till the previous examples, what we have seen are very normal sentences. When you see, we can easily see the object, find out the subject, verb and object. Okay, in this sentence, will you please try to find out subject, verb, object? You will have to do it. Slightly we are getting a doubt, isn't it? Which is the object? Do or it, or what is that, right? Cannot find that easily. So remember, this type of sentences, that is infinitive. The verb is an infinitive form. To do. To plus verb is infinitive forms, right? So in such cases, we have to change them to this form. See this one? To. It is to plus verbs. Here, to be plus V3. As usual, our passive formats we have to use. We should be able to identify the change where we have to change. The verb form will get the changes. Okay. So infinitive forms, when we change the infinitive forms into passive, we have to use to be plus V3. So how it will change? So what is the subject here? You. What is the verb? Will have to do is the verb. And the object is it. So let us change. Object comes to such a place. It will have to be done. How it will change? We know. Future means future, past means past. So here, will have, how it is changed? To do is changed into to be done. So it will have to be done by you. So the change taking place is very simple. To be plus V3. But how to use it? By seeing this infinitive, we should remember this rule, be plus V3. So the answer is, it will have to be done by you. Please see this example. I want to buy a car. Will you please try to change the example? Okay, let us see. Subject, it's a verb here. Want to buy. Here also the infinitive is there, isn't it? What's the object? Now try to change the object to subject is a car. Okay. Then how will you change this one? A car to be bought. Then what happens to this want? So remember, so this type of sentence, that is an action word followed by the infinitive. In such cases, we have to use the first part as it is, the subject and the verb, that main verb as it is. I want. Now you can change the object. I want a car to be plus V3, isn't it? So I want a car to be bought. That's all. So exceptions are there in grammar always. In all the grammars, there are exception sentences. No, I think now we are all following with that sort of examples. So we have to remember, when you see this main verb followed by infinitive, we have to use this part as it is. Okay. Like the previous example, this is another one example. Let me teach you before asking. It is time to take a cup of tea. So remember, like that I want, isn't it? Like that here, it is time to. When you find this word, it will be like it is time for. This two preposition is changed into for. It is time for. Then now you see, take verb, a cup of tea. To take, to take, right? Let us see here. To take, okay. A cup of tea. So it is time for, the object comes here. A cup of tea. To take is changed into to be taken. To be taken. Sorry, you remember when you find this two, we have to introduce, that is infinitive verb. It is time, we have to use this word for. It is time for a cup of tea to be taken. To take is changed into to be taken. Like the previous example, the similar sentence. Now come on, try to make it. What we have to do? It is time to say prayers. Like we have to write as it is. It is time. What we have to do then? We have found it's an infinitive, then followed by the object. It is time. What we have to use here? For. For. Remember? For prayers to be. To plus verb. So to be plus V3. To be said. So we have to, you remember using this for. Okay. I hope these examples are clear. Take subjects, that is when the subjects are like commonly starting like people, or they say, they believe, or they assume. If the sentences start like that, then how we have to change them into passive form. For example, this sentence, people say that the earth is round. Change it into passive. When immediately we see that, we get little confusion. Oh, subject, okay, verb, where is the object, all those things. So remember, so there are some exceptional rules. So whenever we find this subjects, vague subjects, right, this people, or they say, they believe, like that, what we have to use is, it is said that. How we have to write? It is said that. The second part of the sentence as it is. We cannot change, the earth is round, we cannot change this, right? So only this part, this people say that, it is changed into it is said that. Always starts with it is said that the earth is round. The second part as it is. The earth is round. Say that means it is said that. Okay. Similar example. They believe that he is the best doctor in the town. They believe that he is the best doctor in the town. Now change it into passive. What we have to do? We have to change it into it is believed that. We can write it is believed that. It is believed that. The rest of the sentence as it is. He is the best doctor in the town. In the second part, it doesn't get any changes in active to passive. When we find the subjects, we have to just use it is believed, it is said, it is assumed in that way. Okay. I hope these examples are clear. They are very exceptional. So please remember all these examples. Thank you. The next examples are miscellaneous. That is imperative miscellaneous. Imperative, for example, open the door. The answer in passive, let the door be opened. So there are certain imperative sentences where we should not use let, because this type of sentence, for example here, do not insult your elder. Though it is an imperative, it is a kind of advice. So let your elders not be insulted by you. It's again, it seems to be an order. It is an advice. So these are some miscellaneous. In that cases, what we have to use is, you are advised. You are advised. You are advised not to. We know the same format only. The only matter we are using, you are advised not to insult your elders. Insult your elders. How to remember this? There may be a question. So, a sort of advice, moral obligation, imperative statements. Imperative statements which has moral values, moral obligations, then we have to remember, we have to use you are advised not to insult your elders. Here, this example you see, leave the room at once. Leave the room at once. Now try to change it into passive. That is, usually we have to think in Tamil also, so that we will understand the meaning of it. They are asking us to leave the room. It's a kind of order. You should be left by the room at once. It is little funny. It sounds funny. So we have to analyze the meaning of the given statements also. So here it's a kind of order. So we of course we have to use the word you are ordered. You are ordered. What we have to use? You have ordered. Yes. To leave. How it comes? To leave the room at once. So if you 2-3 times, if you see these examples, definitely you will remember. Okay. The other example similar to that. Please help me in this matter. If we change straight away in passive, let me be helped in this matter. So what about this please? Of course. So it sounds little odd, isn't it? So here again we have to see use you are requested. You are requested to help me in this matter. So passive means not only finding SVO and changing and verb changing. Apart from that, I think from the past video we have been seeing so many examples. So remember these patterns. Of course, you have to remember some 4-5 patterns. Okay, you are requested to help me in this matter. When you find an imperative statements with requests or order, we have to use this one. You are requested to. You are ordered to. Okay. So dear children, almost we have covered the different models in active voice and passive voice. Please remember the first tabular column I taught you in the very first video, and followed by that one by one sentences part wise. If you see, you will get a clarification. I hope active voice and passive voice is clear to you now. So thank you very much.